Hey guys, it's Katie from Mattress Clarity. Today I've got the Bose Noise-Masking Sleepbuds. These are way more than just earplugs. They mask noise, but they stream ambient music, and they even have an alarm that only you can hear. Plus there's a super cool app that syncs up, and I can't wait to show you all of it. So if you're ready, we're about to turn the volume up on this review. I've had the chance to review a lot of different earplugs, and I picked my favorite ones, and they're up on a list. Just Google Mattress Clarity Best Earplugs. It'll be the first link that pops up. And I'm always looking for new ones to review, so if you guys have a favorite or one you want me to check out, comment below and leave the name, because I'm always checking back. Now I want to talk to you about the Bose Noise-Masking Sleepbuds. These are earplugs because they passively block noise. They fit really comfortably into your ear, but there's also a really awesome app that streams ambient noise through these wireless sleep buds so that you can mask as much noise as you want using your own volume control. It's a preloaded library of sounds on the app, and you can choose which one you want or add new ones. And there's also a special alarm that you can set that only you can hear. It's really cool. They come with 3 different types of ear tips, so people with all different size ear canals can find a good fit. One of the things I really like about these earbuds is that they're very unnoticeable. So they might look a little bit big, but they tuck really nicely into your ear, and you can sleep in any sleep position and you will not notice them. Plus, you can take the ear tips off and clean them and use them for a long time. They are a little bit of an investment, of course, $250 for this pair of sleep buds, but there's a 30-day return policy and they're gonna last you a long time. I want to show you guys how to wear these sleep buds. First of all, they're going to come in this really cool charging pod, and they're connected by little magnets in here. So you're going to want to just gently pull it away from the magnet, shouldn't be too hard, and then find the indication that says left or right on the back. This one is the left one. Just take it and gently place it into your ear like you would any other earplug, but make sure to just push this extra section, tuck it into your ear, and you'll just get that feeling. You'll know it'll just stay right in place. It's kind of hooked into the back of your ears while sitting very gently with the ear tip in your ear canal. Again, this is going to block some noise, mask some noise, but it's not going to cancel out all noise. You're still going to be able to hear things like an external alarm clock or your fire alarm or anything like that. Okay, we've had a little chance to talk about what the Sleepbuds can do, but I want to talk about the charging pod it comes with. This is really important. There's some features in here that are going to help you determine whether or not your Sleepbuds are charging right. So it's going to come in this cool little, basically a charging pod is what it's called. Flip it up, and you're going to see that they both have their own little homes in here with right and left indications. There's also some lights along the bottom, and those should not be ignored. Now, these little lights are going to tell you how much charge is left. If they're all illuminated like they are now, that means it's fully charged. Likewise, as the lights go down, less charge is available. There's also 2 little basically rectangles of light along each side, and these are not only telling you that the sleep buds are connected within their little charging pod, but if it's flashing, it means that it's currently charging. If it's fully lit, that means that it's done charging. Now I want to talk to you more about how to sync the app with your sleep buds. The app is a really important part of these sleep buds. It allows you to use all the different functionality, so I want to make sure to go over it as well. When you open up the app, just make sure that the sleep buds are out of their charging pod, otherwise it's not going to recognize them. But once it connects, you'll see the name of your sleep buds. You're also going to see a little percentage. This is the battery percentage of the earbud with the least amount of battery. So you're going to click on it and you'll be able to see a breakdown of the sleep buds. But you're also going to be able to see how much battery you have left in total, and a little low battery alert at the bottom if you want to set that. Now, the other cool things here is this is where you control the preloaded library of sounds. This is where you're going to set your sound to fall asleep to at night. They've got all different things on here. There's also extra ones that you can add to your library if you want, and of course, volume control. If you reach a certain volume, a little notification is going to pop up. It's going to tell you, hey, this is kind of on the loud side. You might not be able to hear everything around you. Just a heads up, so it's nice to know as well. And the last thing I really like about it is that it's got a cool alarm. So you can set as many alarms as you want. You can edit how many days you want them, so if you just want them for the weekday, all that good stuff, and a separate volume for that as well, in addition to some extra snoozing features. But the cool thing is that it's going to go straight to your sleep buds, so only you're going to be able to hear this alarm. If you've got a partner you don't want to wake up, or if you're someone who likes to hit the snooze a few times, you don't like to wake up the person next to you, this is a really cool function. So here's what I love about the Bose Noise-Masking Sleep Buds. First of all, the fit is really unreal. I put them in my ears, tucked them in, and I did not feel them for the rest of the night. I sleep on my side, I move positions, they did not fall out, I didn't feel them pressed against my pillow. It was amazing. I love them. I also love the ambient sounds and the fact that you can decide which one you want and adjust the volume. So if there's a night where I know that like my neighbors are having a big party and I don't want to hear anything, I could just like throw that volume up as much as you want. But you don't have to worry about long-term hearing damage because the highest it can go is 70 decibels, and that's just below the recommended noise maximum from the World Health Organization, so you're not going to blow your eardrums out using this on the long term. Of course, you can also use them for 16 hours straight before having to charge them again, so you basically can get like 2 full nights sleep on them. And I love that they're, something that I'm going to be able to have for a long time. I want to highlight a few things for you to consider before purchasing these Sleepbuds. The first thing is that they stream an ambient noise that's preloaded from your app. So it's a set specific noise. You can't do your own music or podcast or listen to whatever you want wirelessly. They're not headphones like that. They're noise masking Sleepbuds. They're adjustable and customizable because you can pick the noise and pick the volume, but you can't pick your own music. All right, also your device has to support Bluetooth Low Energy or Bluetooth Smart. Now my iPhone 8 Plus is fully updated. I had no problem using it, but just make sure that your devices have that technology in order to utilize the app and the syncing and all that good stuff that has to happen for you to enjoy all the benefits of your Sleepbud. All right, it's also a little bit expensive. $250 for these Sleepbuds is no joke. Of course, you're getting a lot of value. Bose has a great reputation for high quality products, and you're gonna be able to use these for a long time, but again, not in everybody's budget. Last but not least, you have to make sure that these little magnets that are both on the back of the Sleepbud and the back of the charging pod connect when you're charging them. Look for this little light to appear. If it doesn't appear, that means it's not charging. One night I threw them in, I shut the lid, I wasn't thinking, came back to look at them thinking that they'd be fully charged, and they weren't. So just make sure that these little things are fully connected if you want them to charge. And one thing I will say is that they are so light and pleasant and light colored that they can get lost in sheets pretty easily. So make sure you keep a hold of these, put them back in your pod and treat them nicely because you want to have them for a long time. All right, for 10 years, I have needed earplugs to get a good night's sleep, and I love the Bose Noise-Masking Sleepbuds. They're my new favorite, my new go-to, and I'll tell you that because they cannot be felt in your ear. They go in so smoothly. I move around at night, I get up, they don't fall out. I cannot feel them even when I'm sleeping on my side. Plus, I love that I can pick whatever ambient sound I want, I can adjust the volume, and I can set my own alarm and hit snooze as many times as I want without waking up my family. All right, they are expensive. $250 is a lot to spend on earplugs, but again, if you're someone like me who needs them to sleep at night, it could be a great investment for you. They're going to last you a long time, and of course you can adjust them however you see fit. Check out my written review. I've got the link below in the description. There's more details, more photos, and if you've got any questions about these, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks!